Now to the opioid epidemic sweeping across western New York, devastating thousands of families. And the situation is getting more dire by the day. In the past week alone, 16 people have died from an overdose. Now Erie County is working on a new strategy to give people fighting addiction the tools to succeed. And tonight, there's hope all these efforts could pay off. Here's 7 Eyewitness News reporter Josh Bazan.
Losing 7 people within 24 hours is just insanity, and it means that even though we're trying extremely hard, we're not doing enough.
Erie County lawmakers are scrambling for answers after a recent spike in suspected opioid-related overdose deaths. Legislator Burke is calling on the county to give the health department an additional $1 million to fight addiction. He wants to see it spent on additional beds to make sure everyone who is looking for help finds it.
It hits home, and eventually we all know people who have suffered or succumbed, or so it's personal to I think most people in Erie County, because so many people have lost their lives because of this.
The director of UB's Research Institute on Addictions says the heroin problem in western New York is getting a lot worse, as it is across the country, but he thinks all the efforts being made to combat addiction could soon pay off.
I think that we're going to be seeing a turnaround as we begin to enhance the treatment capabilities in western New York, as we focus much more on prevention.
Leonard says there's no easy way to treat heroin and opioid addictions, and Erie County is starting to reevaluate some programs it has. Legislator Lynn Dixon says the county addiction hotline and several other programs aren't working as well as expected. The hotline is staffed by a director and 3 operators, but is averaging only about 6 calls a day. And before spending $1 million, she wants to be sure it's spent effectively.
Is the money best spent on beds? Is the money best spent on some other sort of outreach? How would we spend the money? And I think that's a question we have to kind of dig deeper.
The Erie County Legislature has a committee meeting scheduled for later this month where we'll talk about the programs to fight addiction and whether they're really working. For now, reporting outside the Erie County Legislature in Buffalo, Josh Bazan, 7 Eyewitness News.